Speeders on from the 1,000 metre. One of the first out is Hampton Court, befooted is right there. Silver Ducat, Master Kiku. True Brit is on the right in the red. Purple Operators near the rail. Then comes Fiery Duke. Despicable is mid-division. It's racing about 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. Hippocrates is further back in the run. And then comes Midnight Badger. And on the outside of that, Rainbow Spirit, Alphonsus Begoni's about 10, 11 lengths off them. Hampton Court brings him into the stretch. Befooted's in the blue. Purple Operator. Despicable goes through down the inside with Silver Ducat and Midnight Badger. Towards the outside, Master Kiku. Hampton Court's the leader. Purple Operator befooted. Down the inside, Despicable. Alphonsus Begoni's getting into the race late. And Purple Operator comes into the lead. On the outside, Hampton Court, Silver Ducat, Alphonsus Begoni on the inside, but Purple Operator. And Purple Operator has won it. Second, maybe Hampton Court, then Alphonsus Begoni. It's a photo for that second and third place. Number 1, Purple Operator. Duncan Alls, the captain of all, at 10.90 and 3.70 will win it. Second is close. I think the horse nearest us might get second. That is Hampton Court. Let's just run it across. We'll have to leave that to the judges. Alphonsus Begoni's on the inside. It's very close between those two. Silver Ducat and Befooted. Toad favourite, number 2, Despicable. So as we look at this, Hampton Court leads it, Purple Operator. And this one for Kevin Stud, Hollywood Syndicate. And it's Anthony Delpeche, second win from 15 outings. And Purple Operator under Smanga Kamala comes good and wins at 10.90. Eighth and last time, Craig Peters signing off.
The Hollywoodbets Bright Future 66 handicap has gone the way of the Hollywood-owned Purple Operator in their lovely purple winners area here. They've painted the first, second, third, and fourth box purple, and they're always operating our Hollywood and operating for the benefit of horse racing and sports. Bonga is here with me, and he gets 2,000 Rand from Hollywoodbets and from Gold Circle. Well done to you, Bonga. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you very much. Let's get Samanga Kamalo in, who's ridden Purple Operator for the very first time. Before we even start this interview, I heard somebody say to you they've been missing the whoop whoop. So before we start, I want you to start and end it on the whoop whoop. So start with the whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Right, now we can carry on. Tell us about Purple Operator. He's not the biggest horse we've ever seen, but he seems to have some guts.
He's got a big heart. All goes to Mr. Alls and obviously Anthony to find this race, and also the draws does a world of good on horses. You just come out and you're there, and you don't need to use that much energy around the bend and all that. So I'm sure once they saw the draw, they already knew what's the plans, and obviously just to have me on, it was a great thing. So back to this guy. Obviously the main thing was to pop him out, and just even if I can be fourth, but just as long as he's relaxed and he's not over racing. But obviously other horses with a little bit of bad draws, they battled to overcome the draw, and I ended up finding myself second on the paint. And I waited, they came in straight, I waited a little bit more, and I just knew if I ask him, he's gonna give a kick, because he hasn't done much. And it was actually quite a nice thing where I asked him, he really quickened, but last 150 you can see he sort of like waits for them, so there's a little bit more there. So I think he won quite a nice race.
Well done, Samanga. A very good ride. And I heard one of your colleagues walking past earlier on, they said, oh, they've had a tough day. And it happens to all of us. We have tough days and quiet days. You ended the day off on a high. And it's just life, unfortunately. We have good days and bad days.
Yes, you're not human if you don't have a bad day. Everybody do have. And, it's just up to you how you pick it up and how you look at the next day. Obviously, we're racing almost every day. So the next day can be your day. So back to my sponsors, Maurice Fontaine, Vocabus Drift, and obviously big thanks again to Hollywood Bets for support, and Anthony, and to Mr. Howells, and to the guys that does the hard work behind the scenes, the grooms. They bringing these horses here, and they spend a lot of time in the back there, so they also deserve to be obviously to be called winners too. So well done to them too, and again to the Blink fans. Whoop, whoop.
Get home safely, Samanga, and we look forward to seeing you again soon, God willing. Duncan Howells, the conditioner of Purple Operator, Kievian stud bred, and out of that mare House of Lorraine. So let's start with Vanessa. She'd be thrilled with this.
She's over the moon. She already sent me a message, over the moon. It's actually nice to have him back in the winner's box. Been a little bit disappointed with him. Anthony, I remember a couple of runs back said to me, I'm trying to make him stay too far, and I think he was 100% correct. So all that added into the equation. We gave him a run last time in the 5. He wasn't drawn well, and he hung on to horses up the straight. So it didn't help the rider at all. Changed the blinkers today, much better draw. And fortunately, he came through for us.
He certainly did, and Samanga had some positive comments as well, and he's a horse that I think Hollywood will have some fun with along the way.
Oh, look, he's a handicapper, but I do feel in his maidens, I was trying to make him stay a little bit too far, makes him a bit one-paced. We've had a lot of rain, so he couldn't do much work over the last couple of weeks, so it sharpened him up. And it gives you a new direction with the horse, and you know, Warren, you live and you learn in this game, you never know everything, so go with the flow and enjoy the winners.
Well done, Duncan. A lovely training feat here with Purple Operator. All the best.
Great. Just thanks very much to Hollywood for their support and their loyalty over the last couple of years. It's been great training for them, and let's hope we can bring home some more.
Well done. Come on, Anthony. Let's have a chat. And it's the last race of the day and the last interview, and you're going to have the last word. Well done. It was a thrilling race, and yes, it's a 66 handicap, but any race is great just to win, isn't it?
Yeah, very well done to Dunks, and he also did his homework. He put a half cup blinkers. He had a little bit small cups last time, just to get him to concentrate a little bit more. I think he's a horse that tries to get out of it, and Schmunger rode a fantastic race, but he had the draw, he had everything in his favour, but he sat and waited patiently on him. Yeah, very well done to him. And Shazier is still very sharp.
Can you believe? That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
He didn't want to know, Kev. He said
he had a good eye. He was watching the horses going down to the start, and going down to the start, he did go down the best horse.
Yes,
I thought, not be biased.
Yeah, well.
But he won a good race, and obviously we don't really know what his trip. I mean, he won a 5, he won a 1400, but I've always said to Duncan, I don't think he quite stays. So I just think he had a good draw. He had everything going in his favour today. And very well done to the Hollywood Syndicate.
Obviously, before you go, we're building up to the Hollywood July. And of course, these areas have been painted purple. And as we inch closer to the big day, it's just going to be more and more purple. And how wonderful.
Yeah, let's hope we get a big crowd, And I think that's what racing needs. It needs a big crowd. We missed that big crowd on especially the Hollywood July. This is it's the main event in Durban. That's where everyone comes to see the race. And as a jockey, it's the most prestigious race for me. I've won around the world, and still the July for me is one of the biggest races that I look up to ride in. And let's hope we have a big crowd, and we look forward to it. And fantastic for the Hollywood that we're sponsoring the race. So I'm actually looking forward to this year's July.
You be with me with Hollywood's marketing team and Gold Circle's marketing team. Whatever we're allowed to get here, they'll be here. Don't worry.
Well, let's hope so. Looking forward to it.
Lovely, Anthony. Travel home safely and all the best. Always a pleasure chatting to Anthony Delpech. So it was a long one, but a good one. The Hollywood Bets Durban July. The Hollywood Durban July coming up soon, and absolutely wonderful. So well done to all concerned. The replay is going to be on shortly, and Kevin Shea is going to take us through the wrap of the day's racing. From myself, Warren Lenferner, good night.